What's up, you guys? It's Ben and welcome back to my channel where we talk about everything there is relating to selling on Amazon. So for today's video, I wanted to show you one brand new tool that all new sellers, in my personal opinion, need to use. When it comes to selling on Amazon, I get so many emails pretty much on a daily basis from sellers asking, please, can you help me create this first listing? Can you check over my listing? Am I missing anything? At the end of the day, guys, listings are super important because they are going to determine whether or not your Amazon product is going to be selling. Just because you have a great product and not a great listing doesn't mean you're going to make sales. The product is very important, but the listing, the images, the bullet points that you create, the title is also really important. I dare say crucial. So in today's video, what I wanted to do is share with you and explain the tool that Helium 10 literally just came out with that coincidentally they didn't announce or say anything about, and I will tell you how to use it and how to make sure that you by yourself with no experience prior can make a great listing. It will give you a nice checkbox that you can tick off each and every single point, so to make sure that you have the best possible chance of making sales on Amazon as quickly as possible. Now, with that being said, guys, I understand when it comes to selling on Amazon, it's not easy. There's so much things to learn. There's so much information to take in, and it can be quite overwhelming. So if you are selling on a relatively bigger budget and you really want to take this business serious, please don't forget to check the links down below for my own personal mentorship where I will help you create your own product listing. I will help you negotiate the best possible suppliers, and I will help you start off on the right foot to make sure you avoid all of those expensive mistakes that newbies can make. Otherwise, guys, if you're interested in Amazon FBA but you're running on a relatively low budget, please don't forget to check the links down below for my Helium 10 where you get 50% off, Tide where you get £500 transfer completely free of charge, and all the other links in the description down below. With that being said, let's get straight to the video. And the tool we're going to be talking about today is the brand new listing analyzer tool on Helium 10. And like I said before, this is a must have. And the way it can be found is on your Helium 10 dashboard under listing optimization. As you can see, there is a brand new tool called Listing Analyzer, Amazon Listing Insights. Now, what does it give you? Well, it gives you a lot of information about each and every single listing on Amazon FBA. Whether that is your own listing, which is really helpful, or your competitor's listing, is also a lot of information that you can take in to make sure you analyze your own listing first. But more importantly, you can analyze your competition and understand how professional and how good they are at selling their own products on Amazon FBA. So what does that do? So as you can see here, analyze product listings with Listing Analyzer. Choose your marketplace, which for most of us will be in.co.uk, and type in the ASIN. Now, let's say, for example, you have typed in your own ASIN first, okay? And this does take a while to analyze, so I have already done the search. And let's say I'm currently selling a makeup organizer. First of all, what the listing analyzer does, it will provide me a listing quality score. Now, obviously, you want to get to close to 10 as possible because that means you're doing as much and everything you possibly can to get Amazon to push your listing up onto the first page. And as you can see here, it gives you like a checklist, things to do and things to potentially change to increase that score, to raise it up as much as possible. Title does not contain any symbols or emojis, which is a good thing, okay? Now, I personally don't really agree with that. I personally quite like when sometimes you have some sort of symbols in the title, or more so in key features actually, because it does attract and make your listing stand out a little bit more. But I can agree that emojis and symbols may not be the best thing for your title, and therefore there's a tick, so it gives you more points. Title contains 150 plus characters, and as you can see, there is a big cross, which is what brings the listing down. And like I said before, guys, you want to make sure your title has as many keywords, as many search terms that people will use to find your product. It's no good just putting in 5 keywords and leaving it there, okay? The more you put into the title, the more Amazon has information, more information they have to push your listing onto the first page for various of these keywords. And this seller clearly has not done this correctly, in my opinion. 5+ bullet points, and these are the key features that everybody has to fill in. Now, somebody may not even do this properly and may spend 5-10 minutes and do a couple of key features. Make sure you spend enough time and do all 5. You really want to make sure your customer gets as much information as possible. Now, what this listing quality score doesn't provide is the key features should have as many search terms that people will search as possible, okay? Amazon doesn't just look at the title to find out what your product is about. They also look at the key features. So make sure those search terms are inputted in those as well. Next up, 150 characters in each bullet point. This is so important. And it just goes to show that this person didn't take the necessary amount of time to basically explain their product as much as possible. Now I understand some products are quite hard to explain. If you're just selling a piece of string, it may be difficult to create 150 character key features for the product like this. However, you can be creative, you can improvise, and you can definitely extend that and make sure you put in all the search term possible. First letter of bullet points is capitalized. Tick. That is basically just to show off your listing as much as possible. Bullet points are not all in caps, which is good as well. And then 100,000 characters plus in the description or the A+ content. So basically in the product description, this particular seller didn't bother explaining and describing the product as well, okay? They just concentrated, I believe, mostly on the title, the pictures, and then that's it really, okay? Now, they go on to the images as well. And again, this is a listing organizer and listing analyzer, guys. Remember, the images, they will look at the algorithmic side of things, okay? They will see how images are doing, etc., but you need to still use your human eye to figure out whether this image is appealing, whether it's good or not. So, first of all, the quality of the image, perfect, okay? Main image is on a white background, tick. I mean, if it wasn't on a white background, it will probably be blocked by Amazon, but that's a story for another day. 7+ images, cross, okay? So this is the first checklist that this person could potentially change, is add more images. The more images you had, the more visual appearance this product will have to customers. And you want people to make an educated decision, and the more information you have, the more chance of you making that sale, as opposed to somebody who has only a few images. And then includes a video. This is for people that have got a branded product and have the opportunity to potentially add in a video of how their product is used. Something that is really underutilized at the moment on Amazon, and something that I'm really helping out my students to make sure their listing stands out from the rest of the competition, because majority of sellers still do not have any videos on their product at all. And then review breakdown. This is something that you can't really control as a seller, but 20+ reviews, positive, great. And 4+ star ratings as well, which is good, okay? This is something obviously you need to keep in mind, but at the same time, you can't really control it. You don't know what the customers are going to say about your product, but what you can do is do various tactics to try and initiate those reviews as much as possible. Now, why is this important for you as a seller if this was your own product? Well, it gives you a breakdown. It gives you a checklist that every single thing should be checked off, and that's when your product is finished and ready to be posted on Amazon for sale, okay? If your listing quality score, in my opinion, is under 8, there is some work to be done, whether it's on images, whether it's on key features, whether it's on the title, or whether it's on all of those things, okay? You need to make sure that your listing quality score is quite high. Now, on the competitor side of things as well, this is also very important, because on product research, guys, we don't just analyze the niche itself, we also analyze the competition. And what you want to do is use this listing analyzer tool to analyze your main competitors and how good their listings are. Are they losing out on sales by potentially missing some of these things? And that's when you really want the listing quality score to be as low as possible, because it just goes to show how much effort this particular seller is willing to put into their listing, and in most cases compete against you. So when it comes to your own product, you want to have as high of a listing score as possible, but when it comes to your competition, the lower the better, really, okay? Now, the next thing that I really wanted to show you guys as well here is the top keywords analysis, okay? So how many keywords that this particular product is indexed for? How many keywords did these Amazon basically show this product for? And as you can see, it's 1,773, which is why including the title and fleshing it out to above 150 characters is so important. And it is top 10 keywords in the top, on the first page, in the top 10 listings for 18 keywords, which is really good. And then that is the search volume for all of those keywords of 1,049,000. For all of those keywords, that is the search volume. And then for the top 10 keywords that this particular listing is listed under, there's a top search for 962, which is not great. So what does that mean? Well, it's really important. And this is really important for your own listing first, because what you can do then is go onto Cerebro to see what product, what key features this particular listing is being listed under. And what I've done here, as you can see, I've just went into Cerebro, reverse ACE and lookup, and this will now show me what search phrases does this particular product rank off against, right? So if you type in cosmetic storage organizer, it will come up as second. If you rank for makeup organizer set, it will come up as third, and so on and so forth. This is very, very important for a couple of reasons. Number one, it gives you an understanding of what kind of keywords do people use to search for these type of products. So if you're going to sell a product such as an organizer set, these should all be noted down and potentially included in your own listing. But also what's important is to find out the search volume for these keywords, okay? Because as you can see, is it worth for you targeting cosmetic storage organizer that gets 50 searches a month? Not really. And none of these, in my opinion, should be targeted. You should be targeting the search terms that are being searched the most, okay? And this Cerebro tool will help you determine those search terms, and then that's when you can make sure you add them into your title, into your backend search terms, into your key features, okay? So overall, I personally think this is an amazing addition by Helium 10. The only downfall is that Helium 10 failed to announce these additions, which is why it's important for you guys as Amazon FBA sellers that really want to take this long term to continue watching YouTube videos, to continue researching about what's going on in the market. Is there anything new that to give you that edge across your competition? Because chances are, given this is something new, most sellers still don't know anything about it. And if you can start using these tools as soon as possible, you will really have that edge over the competition. So don't forget to check the links down below. Like I said, I am an affiliate of Helium 10. However, with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you found this video useful. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.